Hello everyone and welcome back again to the Ink Bath, and today I'm going to be discussing another Shakespeare classic, which is Hamlet. I don't own a physical copy of this play, although I am planning on own one soon, because I picked it up for the library. And before going to the review, I have to say that I read this book in Spanish mainly because I had to do a presentation in class, and not all my colleagues are able to read English in the same way as I do. So I thought it was easier to come to pick up fragments in Spanish, in our language. So although my copy was a bilingual copy and I had the chance to read some fragments in the original language, I decided to read the whole thing for class in Spanish, in terms of being able to explain everything properly. Having said that, I have to say that this tragedy, because we are talking about a drama here, a tragedy, it's the most known, I dare to say, of Shakespeare, and also the most commented one, because a lot of academics and critics have problems trying to understand Hamlet motivations in the play. But I will try to make this a very specific review, because I don't want to give a lot of things away, although I think a lot of people know already about this plot and how it develops. So here we go. Hamlet is the Prince of Denmark, and as Prince of Denmark, he has to come back from, I think it was Germany, where he was studying, because her mother, the queen, is getting married with his uncle, the brother of his dad, which was the former King Hamlet, who died months ago. And for Hamlet, this is a little bit of a strange situation, because he doesn't believe that her mom, or even that his mom, or even the kingdom has already pay respect to the memory of the former king. So he has to go to this wedding, and he has a revelation made by the ghost of his father, who tells him that he was actually murdered by the uncle, by King Claudio, the new King Claudio. So he has to avenge his father, and that's when the action takes off. Again, I am trying really hard to be as focused as I can, and trying not to give a lot of spoilers away. I adore the environment, as in Much Ado About Nothing. The author decided to go with a physical environment. In this case, it's Denmark, and I really enjoy that, because in terms of watching a play, it makes me feel more. For me, it makes it more believable to have this physical geographical reference. We're going to the second point of my review today. I really think the characters are more developed in this play, and I'm only going to comment Hamlet as a character, because I think that in this case the author builds up a character that is not ready for what is happening to him, so he has to cope with everything and to try to find a solution to the quest that he has. And I really like, because he makes him more human, if it can be possible. So what I say this, because Hamlet, when he discovers that his mother is getting married to his uncle, he goes through grief, he goes through anger, because he doesn't understand why it has to be all so rushed, why she couldn't be faithful to his father a little bit more, or at least to his memory. But then he goes through other phases in which he knows already the quest that he has to make. But it's like, I will be able to. He has a lot of contradictions and internal fights with himself. I really like this character because a lot of critics and readers and, I don't know, people that know about Shakespeare more than I do have struggled. They are still struggling and in the quest of understanding Hamlet, understanding the character and why he has these internal conflicts with himself. What moves him to behave as he does. And I think it's a huge part of the engaging, alluring aspect of this play, trying to get into Hamlet's point of view and say, okay, you are doing this because you are following this moral or this idea that you have. I really like the psychological background that this play as a whole has, because if we focus on Hamlet, on Prince Hamlet, not only he has to struggle with himself, he has to struggle with the fact that he has come from a foreign country where he was studying to his home country, but also to a country that he doesn't know anymore. In my opinion, all that surrounds him, the country, his family and his friends, were there originally because his father was the center of his life. The person who he referred to when he needs help or advice, or I don't know, it was like the center of his life. And now that his father is gone and someone else has taken over his place, I think he feels he doesn't have the ability of trust the people he normally was confident with. So I think his point of view, it was very important to me. I really trust my friends and my family, but I understand that point of, I'm not sure if the place where I'm living now is the place I remember, and it is not the place I remember because time has moved forward, and this sense of non-belonging, I suffer from that when I was living in England sometimes, and also when I am living here as well. So I think that's why I connect so well with the character. Well, that's all I have to say from the play. But if you have noticed other elements that I haven't discussed and you feel that they are important, you can comment in the comment section down below. I will be glad of seeing your comment and to discuss with you this play that I really like. And of course, you can click like if you want, or I don't know, you can follow me on my social media that I will link down below as well. To come next week to the channel to watch the Romeo and Juliet review. And the next week we have the discussion, which will be a spoilery. So make sure that you read all the 3 plays before watching that one. But I really hope you enjoy this video. Goodbye!